Richard Wobby down here at AGC doing getting ready to do a toolbox talk. I was working on my tractor.
Oh, I thought we were doing a toolbox talk.
Hey, how you doing?
What are you working on?
Working on my tractor. It's stuttering. You can always tell.
I thought you just got this thing.
Huh?
I thought you just got this thing.
I did, but it's stuttering. So I figure it was used.
Yeah.
I'm replacing a fuel filter and put that all back together.
I can't do any of that kind of stuff.
I thought you could.
No, I can tell when it's not running good, but fixing it, I just send it out.
That's the first important thing.
Yep.
You can always tell when a piece of equipment
Yep.
or whatnot is not running right because
Yep.
it stutters or
Yep.
it leaks oil or it has a problem, a low tire,
Yep.
inflation.
Things you can look out for.
You can watch for.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was stuttering, so I thought I'd just replace the fuel filter and see if that fixes it.
When we talk about things you can look out for, it's National Construction Suicide Prevention Week this week. It's a mouthful, so I got to think about it every time we go on. Jesus.
I'm replacing a filter.
Yeah. But so you notice
So
that
National Construction Suicide Prevention.
Exactly, beautiful.
Okay.
We're doing a bunch of stuff this week on suicide prevention. I'm working with AGC and with you on a few things on Wednesday. We're having a midweek meet to talk about destigmatizing the conversation around suicide and mental health in the work site.
A suicide stand down.
A suicide stand down.
On
exactly.
Wednesday at noon.
Yep.
Be nice if we put a link.
I was just going to ask you, after we're done fixing our fuel filter, if you want to send out a link to everybody, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, well, I'm gonna supervise. But yeah,
we can put a link in. We'll put a link in the thing.
Yeah.
So that they can join us on Wednesday.
On Wednesday at noon. Probably go about half an hour, maybe an hour if there's questions. But exactly, we're going to talk about suicide prevention and destigmatizing the conversation around mental health and suicide in the workplace.
And again, it's a week-long event.
It's a week-long national campaign. Yeah.
You know, you asked how I knew my fuel filter was not working right.
Yeah.
I said it was stuttering. You can always tell when this is going wrong.
Yeah.
Are there signs when it comes to this?
So it's not ever as easy with people as just spotting a puddle of oil on the driveway, right? Or hearing your tractor stuttering. But there are signs that somebody isn't doing well.
Because my tractor's never running at 100%.
I was just going to say, because people aren't always doing great all the time, right? Nobody is doing great all the time. We all go through highs and lows, and we all go through different things in life that affect us differently. But there are signs and symptoms out there that somebody's struggling. The way we spot those things about the people that are around us is by knowing the people around us. Not just coming to work and saying, hey, Reid, shovel dragger, go out to that trench. You got to know your people as people, right? To be able to know when they're not acting like themselves. That's the first thing that we need to do to help those people around us, is know them as people.
So there's two levels of that.
Yeah.
With me, it's a fuel line and a fuel filter.
Yep.
But there's two levels of what you're trying to say is, one, a person can't be afraid of asking for help.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yep.
And you can't be afraid of receiving that ask.
Exactly.
Right?
So
Don't
one
turn
of
and run the other way.
One of the big things that we talk about is the stigma that's around mental health. Stigma is like the bad way something makes you feel, right? A lot of times if somebody's struggling, they won't come ask for help because I don't want my problem to burden you. There's self-blame with me asking for help because I don't want my shit to become your shit. We're supposed to be strong, go-getter people who get things done and who don't ask for any help. Sometimes I need help replacing my fuel filter. I don't know how to do it, and if I try, I'm gonna make things worse, right?
You stupid shit.
Exactly! We can't respond like that when somebody asks for help. You didn't know how to change your fuel filter until somebody taught you, right? And somebody had to ask for help. You had to ask to be taught, hey, I need help with this. It's okay to need help. Nobody's doing well. So don't feel that self-blame in asking for help, and don't perpetuate that self-blame by calling them a stupid son of a bitch, right?
My tractor never feels bad when I swear at it.
Yeah, that's true. Your tractor doesn't have feelings. People have feelings. We have to treat people a little bit differently than tractors. It's a good analogy, but we need to avoid that self-blame. And just like you said, we can't be afraid to ask for help, and we can't be afraid to say, hey, you okay? You're not acting like yourself. What's going on? You need to talk? We have to be able to have that conversation.
So I had to run up to John Deere to get my fuel filter.
Yep.
I knew where to go.
Of course.
Right?
You needed something.
I needed something.
Something you didn't have.
So you got to know your people and find your people.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Of course. And your people doesn't necessarily have to be those people on your job site, right? You should have people at work, people that know they have your best interest in mind. They're not going to say, Reid, go get on that 30-foot high roof without your fall protection. You got to have people at work who you know want the best for you and you want the best for, but also outside of work. We're more than just laborers and operators and superintendents. We have to have people outside of work that we can rely on, that we can talk to, and that are willing to ask us, is everything okay? We have to have those people. You got to find your people, yeah.
There are times in this that I could very well end up with bigger than just my fuel filter. Of
course.
Right?
Yep.
And so you got to know when to make the call.
Yep.
I mean, on a couple levels.
Exactly.
With me, if it's not the fuel filter, I'm going to make a call to John Deere and say, okay, what's up?
Yep.
Right? Are there people or things you can
definitely
look for?
So
as you come to me and say you got a problem, is there somebody I can call if I think I'm over my head? Of
course.
Or is there somebody you can call?
Of course, I was just going to say, so really there's resources out there. There's a multitude of resources out there all over the place. I'll give a couple that fit both of those examples, whether you need help for someone else or whether you need help for yourself, right? There's a great website, first and foremost, that I want to talk about that kind of focuses on the male mind and how we deal with things, which is very different than how the female mind deals with emotions, right? There's this great website. It's called Man Therapy. It's designed for kind of the male construction. It's designed for us, exactly.
Okay.
And it gives a bunch of good tools that we can use in our own lives to kind of check and see, are we doing okay? And when we're not doing okay, it's got great resources there to put you in touch with somebody who can help, whether it's you're having financial difficulties, relationship stress, work stress, all those things, right? So Man Therapy is an online resource, mantherapy.com. It's great.
It's like YouTube for motors.
Exactly. It's just like if you wanted to get on YouTube to figure out how to fix your fuel filter, it's the exact same thing over here. You need mantherapy.com.
Okay.
Another great resource is the National Suicide Prevention Line. That's both a telephonic and online resource, 988 or 988.com.
That's pretty easy. 988.
Easy. 988.
This one's 1-800-563-4321.
Just confused. 988. That's a great resource. You can call, you can text, or you can chat online. And then the last one that we work really closely with is Invest EAP, which is an employee assistance program. Again, they've got a host of resources for financial stress, employment stress, relationship stress, and we have a personal connection with Invest EAP. It's not just a company that's out there that outsources. We know Kathy Moriarty. She's our connection with Invest EAP.
You think Kathy Moriarty knows how to change a fuel?
I would almost guarantee it.
Could I call her and say, Kathy,
she could teach me.
I got a problem with my tractor?
I haven't run into many things she says no to that she can't do, so I think she probably could. But so those are a few great resources. Man Therapy, 988, and Invest EAP. Again, you know how to fix your fuel filter? I don't. We all need to know when something is outside of our kind of DIY capabilities, and those are all good resources, whether it's me trying to help me or you trying to help me. We need to know when to make the call to get the pros in there. Just like you gotta know when to send your tractor to the shop.
So this is all great stuff. Next
Yeah.
week.
This week, it's happening this week.
Oh, this
yeah,
week,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
Yep.
This week, we've got, of course, this toolbox
Yep,
talk right
yep,
now.
yep.
There's a link in this toolbox talk.
Exactly, that'll get us to Wednesday.
That'll get us to Wednesday.
Yep.
And then if people are out there fixing their tractor,
Yeah.
they're out there.
On their job
If you
sites.
understand.
I do, yeah.
If they're doing their stand down and fixing their tractors out there.
Yep.
If you get what I'm saying.
Of course.
We should probably get some pictures.
I was just gonna say, it'd be awesome if when you guys are out there over this week participating in the stand down, using this tractor analogy to talk about kind of mental health and suicide prevention in construction, it'd be great to get some pictures and send them to AGC. You can send them to me, whoever, but we would like to, the reason that we would like to amplify this message is because the more we talk about it, the more it destigmatizes the conversation for other people who are struggling to be able to say, I need help, right?
It would not only make it easier,
Yeah.
but more people would learn how to change their
Exactly.
filters.
Exactly.
How to identify
Exactly.
the leaky oil.
That's what we need, is we need more people who are out there looking for these signs and symptoms that the people on our job sites are stuttering or are leaking oil. We care a lot about the equipment. We need to care
Actively
more.
caring for my tractor.
We need to actively care for our people, actively caring for people, right? And these conversations help destigmatize the conversation around suicide and mental health, so people who are struggling can come up and say, I need help.
So I notice I'm looking inside the hood here, and it
Yep.
has service intervals and daily service required and what you should do.
Yep.
And you just hit on some daily service elements
Yeah.
that we should be aware of, just to kind of
Exactly, to bring
this in.
everything in. I think there's probably 4 things out of this that we really want to remember. Whether it's don't feel the feelings of self-blame. There's 2 things that we can do to that. People feel self-blame when they ask for help. The way we can help them
So you just
avoid
got 2
that.
of them.
Yep.
Self-blame.
Yep.
Ask for help.
Well, let me just, to help with avoiding self-blame. If somebody comes up and asks for help, the way you help them is say, absolutely. I've been here before. I got you. Not, I don't have time for your shit. That's contributing.
God damn it, it's not running right.
That's contributing to self-blame. Help people. We're here to help people, right? So avoid self-blame and ask for help. Whether it's me asking you, I need your help, or it's me saying, are you okay? Do you need help? Ask the question, right?
Actively caring for my tractor.
Actively care for people. Exactly.
Okay. And find your people. Know who your friends are. Expand your friend
Exactly.
base.
Find
what's
and
going on.
know the people around you. It's important we know them as people. Yep.
And then, of course, with me, know when to make the call.
Exactly.
Right? Know when to call John Deere for some help.
Exactly. The last
I'm
one
in
is
over my head.
exactly. There are resources out there for you when you're in over your head.
988.
988, mantherapy.com, and Invest EAP are 3 of the best out there that I could recommend for sure.
Well, you've taught me something
Good.
here, and
Hopefully
frankly,
one day
I'll
you'll show me how to do that.
How to change a fuel filter.
Yeah.
Hey, we're down here at AGC. If there's anything we can do, anything you need, please give us a call at 802-223-2374. Remember, we're here for you. Thank you all for joining us. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday at the stand down.
Absolutely. See you then.